I was driving from Berkeley to Santa Barbara along the coastline in my VW camper van, and out of nowhere, beautiful scenery, I was just driving along and it occurred to me how to solve this problem I've been trying to solve for a long time. Yeah, it was a kind of a eureka moment. I felt like, hey, this is it.
Bitcoin is widely known as the oldest cryptocurrency, and while that is technically true, it's really only the oldest surviving crypto currently in use. It's semi-common knowledge that Bitcoin made the scene in 2008 when Satoshi Nakamoto published the white paper introducing Bitcoin to the world. But what if I told you that someone beat him to the punch decades before? A man that goes by the name of David Chaum in the year that goes by the name of 1983. But before we begin, let's show that like button some love. Thanks for watching. According to Investopedia, in 1983, American cryptographer David Chaum proposed a form of electronic cash. He conceptualized a token currency that could be transferred between individuals safely and privately. The similarities to modern-day cryptocurrencies are striking. Chaum developed a so-called blinding formula to be used to encrypt information passed between individuals. Blinded cash could thus be safely transferred between individuals, bearing a signature of authenticity and the ability to be modified without traceability. In his white paper, Chaum introduced the concept of digital currency that bypassed banks and provided privacy to its users. Follow along with the first segment of his proposal and see if you notice any similarities to the current model of cryptos. Automation of the way we pay for goods and services is already underway, as can be seen by the variety and growth of electronic banking services available to consumers. The ultimate structure of the new electronic payment system may have a substantial impact on personal privacy as well as on the nature and extent of criminal use of payments. Ideally, a new payment system should address both of these seemingly conflicting sets of concerns. On the one hand, knowledge by a third party of the payee, amount, and time of payment for every transaction made by an individual can reveal a great deal about the individual's whereabouts, associations and lifestyle. For example, consider payments for such things as transportation, hotels, restaurants, movies, theater, lectures, food, pharmaceuticals, alcohol, books, periodicals, dues, religious and political contributions. On the other hand, an anonymous payment systems like banknotes and coins suffers from lack of controls and security. For example, consider problems such as lack of proof of payment, theft of payments media, and black payments for bribes, tax evasion, and black markets. A fundamentally new kind of cryptography is proposed here, which allows an automated payment system with the following properties. 1. Inability of third parties to determine payee, time or amount of payments made by an individual. 2. Ability of individuals to provide proof of payment, or to determine the identity of the payee under exceptional circumstances. And 3. Ability to stop use of payments media reported stolen.
Always had a deep feeling that privacy is intimately tied to human potential, and that it's an extraordinarily important aspect of democracy. Cryptography has traditionally been used to provide secrecy for message content. And so I used this message secrecy technology of encryption to actually protect the metadata of who talks to who and when.
Chaum founded eCash to put his concept into practice several years later by creating the first cryptographic electronic money called eCash. Although eCash went bankrupt in 1998, the ideas the company put forward and some of its formulas and encryption tools played an important role in developing later digital currencies.